Welcome back to your girl's channel. My name is Jamala if you are new, and if you're returning, welcome back. So today we're just gonna hop right into this video. It's been a minute. This was a video I filmed a couple months ago just in my vault of pre-recorded videos where my perfectionism gets in the way of me posting it. So anyways, all of the hair products and everything that I use will be down in the description below, so don't worry about that if you weren't able to catch them in the beginning. But yeah, I'm basically just going to describe what I did to get these like Bohemian Faux Locs, just these like super natural looking faux locks, and I'm basically just going to begin braiding my hair down. The first piece of hair that I'll show is the Cuban twist hair, and I add that in to braid down my hair, and then the curly piece that you'll see, I'll add that in later on. That will be, the curly pieces that are left out are a piece of synthetic hair that I cut from a bundle. So basically what I'm doing here is attaching that Cuban hair, adding hair as needed, and braiding down until I get my desired length. But before I braid all the way to the end, I'll be adding that curly piece, clipping it off to the side, just making sure I secure that in, and then continuing the braid down, which you'll see right here. So again, I added that curly piece, braided down just a few times, then I will be clipping it off and attaching it to the top half of that braid just so it's out of my way as I continue to braid down. I did end up twisting it just to save time, and I also found that it made like the locks more like flexible and I guess less stiff. You could just keep braiding if it makes it easier for you, but once I twisted down and got towards the end before I add that last curly piece, I ended up splitting it back into three. So I mean, I guess it's not necessary to do the twist, but I just for some reason thought this would save me time, so I did it that way. And then yeah, once you get towards the end, you're just going to be adding that curly piece again, which I'm going to also show. Here I am starting to braid it normally again, and then I added that curly piece. Once I got to my desired length, I ended up tying a knot just to secure it. I cut the excess piece of hair, not the curly piece, hopefully that makes sense, but the excess hair from the Cuban hair. Then I also added nail glue to the end to make sure that it was super secured. I was inspired by this girl off TikTok to do this hairstyle. She didn't do this whole braid part here. She just used the hair as the base. So I'll link her video just in case you can't understand like what I'm doing or explaining. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing and kind of get the gist. Here I am cutting that excess piece that I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm going to show it one more time so you guys can watch. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll make sure to answer it as best as possible. But yeah, so this is just how I get the base of the faux lock before I start wrapping it. But the girl that I got the idea from, I liked how she did this because she used the different textures, which I feel like makes it look way more natural. So that's why I ended up doing it this way. These are the different hairs that I use. So this is the Cuban twist hair. This is the spring twist hair. And this is the Freetress water wave. So I end up usually using the water wave and a piece of either the Cuban twist or the spring twist, and I end up wrapping those together. I don't like to use the water wave by itself because I feel like it's slippery and, you know, the lock ends up coming undone. So I did like using the different textures together. You can use whichever texture you want to wrap together. You could use one at a time, two at a time, whatever one you feel like. I just switch off between which ones I'm using, depending on, you know, what I feel is necessary, basically. So yeah, I'm basically just wrapping that after crocheting it through the bottom, and that curly piece, I'm making sure to clip that out of the way, and then I'll just continue wrapping right under where that piece starts. So I'm just wrapping that, and basically that's pretty much all that I did. There wasn't much else to it besides this. Here I am adding, I believe this is, what piece is this? I think that's the spring twist hair. So I'm adding the spring twist just because, you know, I start needing more hair just to fill it out and finish the rest of this lock. And once I got to the bottom of the lock, I started wrapping back up just so that I didn't go over the curly piece, and added some nail glue again just to secure it. And that is all. Again, I wouldn't say this is quite a tutorial, but this is basically what I did. I was inspired by another girl who did this exact same hairstyle and just kind of went ahead and did my own twist on it. You definitely can go ahead and change it up. You don't have to like create the braid with the curly pieces. I know people crochet them in, they add them in as they go, or they just have an entire curly piece as the base of the faux lock. So whichever way you want to do it, because this was my first time doing this and I didn't know quite where I was going or what direction I was going in. I just knew that I wanted it to look as natural as possible, so I went with this way. Definitely see myself redoing this style or doing a style similar to this. I just wish I would have had the curly pieces longer and thicker so that you were able to see them more and give it more of that bohemian look. They also, you know, got a little tangled, but I feel like that's inevitable with this hairstyle, especially with synthetic hair. So maybe doing it with human hair, just switching it up. I didn't dislike it completely or, you know, love it. I found myself in between liking and loving it, but I did keep it in for a little bit, so I guess I didn't hate it that much. But I do see myself doing it a little different next time. This is how they turned out after, you know, a little trial and error. I still feel like I can do them way better, so look out for me doing this style maybe again or a little different in the future. But yeah, leave a comment below, any questions. Just let me know what you think. As you can hear from, you know, how enthusiastic I am. I love the hairstyle. But no, it's okay. It wasn't horrible. I got compliments. I'm gonna make it work regardless of whatever hairstyle I do. I'm gonna figure it out. So I do love the natural texture. You know, I love that. I love the curly end pieces and the curly pieces throughout. And you know, you just need a little oomph, make it all come together. So yeah, thank you all for watching. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll be back with more videos. I won't be in hiatus as long as I was, but we're gonna get it back. We're gonna get it back. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, beautiful.